Everybody, it's your girl JaleaNicole and I'm back here with a hair tutorial. This is my protective style, my first protective style 2017 tutorial, and it is a braided side twist out. So if you want to see how I achieve that look, stay tuned. I show you the products that I use to moisturize and prep with, and the utensils that I use to get the look. So see you guys in the next video. Bye! Okay, so this is a twist out that I tried on my hair the day before, but no, 2 days before, but it did not completely dry before I had to untwist it. So some of it was defined and the other parts were not. So we're going to get started with the product. I'm going to use the Cantu leave-in conditioner. I've poured some other things in there and I'll show you in a second. And this is the Whole Blends leave-in conditioner. In the other one, I poured some castor oil in there and this wild growth oil. And I did it mostly for the top and the back of my hair because that seems to be the driest area. So the front where I'm getting ready to braid this small section, I just use my, the Whole Blends leave-in conditioner. And of course, I have a little bit of like lukewarm, warm water, like room temperature, I guess is the word. So I spray it with that water and then I throw on a little bit of the conditioner, the leave-in conditioner, to moisturize my hair and to help detangle it so that I'm able to braid it smoothly. Now, this Denman brush is best friend, okay? This gets all the tangles out, but it keeps and preserves my curls because it does not tear my hair up. This is a curly girl's, like seriously, best friend and the best investment. These brushes tend to be kind of expensive when I try to find them. Luckily, my cousin left hers. Hey, Paris. She left hers, and so I have adopted it into my family. But now I'm going to use this little bit of a castor oil conditioning dressing, whatever it's called. Something my husband bought. But I like how light it is, and my scalp gets pretty dry in the wintertime, and especially with me having these braids, my scalp will be showing, so I wanted to moisturize my scalp with something that was going to last. It's thin, but it's thick enough that I won't have to do anything else to it for a few days. And it also was just thick enough that it helped to lay my edges down without me having to use gel or edge control, which is ideal because I don't want that stuff to cake up on my edges of my hairline because that can dry us out a little bit. And you see me here just throwing a little bit on my edges because I was like, okay, I see you. And now I'm just going to start parting and braiding. I don't know if you guys know how to cornrow. I do have a video on the feed in, so it's basically the same thing without adding the hair, but you guys will get to see it for a few seconds here. To make it as neat as possible. You try to detangle as you go if it starts to get tangled up, because my hair and my daughter's hair, our hair tangles relatively easy. Like we can just detangle it and it will get tangled up again. And once I get near the end, I'm not going to braid completely all the way down. I'm going to braid maybe halfway down what's left, and then it will later be put into a twist. You guys will see that later. I'll show you how I did that with this side. So I braided just far enough for it not to unravel, because my hair will unravel. And now, supersonic speed, and you'll see how I did the other one really quickly. I ended up with maybe 4 braids, I believe. 4, maybe 5, but I believe 4 braids. Okay, so now I'm going to show show you how I do my flat twist. And it's basically the same thing. I'm going to moisturize it with the water and the leave-in conditioner mix that I made. And yes, I'm wearing my favorite necklace. I love, love, love that necklace. It says Faith and it has a little diamond on the eye. Click the link below if you'd like to find your own piece of jewelry that fits your life. I got it from Montana Silversmiths. I love their jewelry collection. I want this feather bracelet. Whatever. I don't want to talk about that right now, but I have a few more pieces that I have on my list. Okay, now I'm going to take that hair dress again, and I'm going to, again, basically grease my scalp for those girls who, you know, who grew up with getting your scalp greased as a little girl. I'm basically doing that because it's wintertime and I'm trying to just preserve my scalp. And it's, I mean, everything, we don't have to completely drop all the old school stuff all the time. Sometimes it still works, okay? So now I'm getting into this two-strand twist, flat twist at that. And you make sure you pull your finger all the way through, all the way down the piece to make sure that you are cleaning all the hairs into two sections and you don't have any stragglers. And it's almost like a cornrow, but it's a little simpler because you don't have three pieces, just two to twirl around one another. This is the best way I can show you. This one is the hardest one for me to describe how to do. I don't know why. Yeah, it's really weird. But once I get down to the nape of my neck, I try to detangle it, the ends, because they start to get a little, you know, crazy. And I'm going to bring it around my side. That way it's easier for me to twist. And I'm just going to go all the way down to the end. And when it starts to feel a little dry, I make sure I put a little more on to keep it moisturized. I don't want my hair soaking wet, but I want it damp enough that while I'm styling it, it has the moisture that it needs to be, you know, movable. And that way when it's setting and drying, it gets in there good. Yep. And I put the last bit of product on the ends to moisturize that. So here's how I do the flat twist with the cornrows. On each time I brought the twist over, I pulled in one of the cornrows. That way it became part of the two-strand twist as well. The flat twist. Sorry guys. And that's it. It was just basically the same thing as I did on the other side, but I just had to incorporate those so that they were in formation as well. Twist it all the way down again, and this time I'm going to add my roller. I use the gray perm rods because my ends, they can curl, but whenever I do styles like this, they would either A, unravel, or B, not curl up. So in order to cut out on that, I went ahead and got my perm rods out and rolled it up maybe 2 inches on the bottom. And bada boom. I'm going to show you guys how the back ended up. I think I only had 4 in the back. Yeah. One was a little bit bigger than the rest, but whatevs. Now, here in the front, I did my flat twist. I did not mean to do it this direction. I meant to turn it the other way, but because, I don't know, this just felt comfortable, I just started twisting, and by the time I got done, I was like, oh snap. Everything is rolled back, but this one is rolled forward. I was like, oh well, we're gonna see how this turns out. Because normally I keep them all going the same direction. But it helped give me a little bit of a bang, but I did have to work a little bit in hiding that part there because they were going 2 separate directions. And again, get that roller on it, girl. And now I'm done. And then I'm gonna wrap it up and I'm gonna go to sleep. And that's how I wake up, you know, cute like, and I'm just playing. So I did film this tutorial, guys, so be on the lookout. That is the next video that'll be coming. So the first thing I do is unwrap my perm rods, And I know that a lot of people put oil on their hands and stuff like that to unravel their 2-strand twists and flat twists. I don't do that because of all the moisture that I just put in it. Excuse me. I didn't want it to be weighed down any more than it was. And so I start by just unraveling it the way that I twisted it with the 2 sections. And then when I get to a section where there's a little strand that got away and it wrapped itself around, so I had to release that one. And then I just continue up the braid. Yeah, this one had a few tangles in it, but whatever. Make sure not to really try to pull it apart. I just really wanted to unravel it. I wasn't ready to do all of the separation yet because I don't really separate the twist out itself until maybe the 2nd to 3rd day. So what I do is just unravel it and fluff it up a little bit on the 1st day for the first 2 to 3, and then I'll move into separating and more picking about the 4th day, the 3rd, 4th day. And then after that, I'll just start to style the twisted hair, the twist out, the curl. I'll pull it up into a bun, or, you know, I just start to make other styles out of it to make it last. Like one day I pulled the top up into like a pompadour style. So it had a little height to it, you know. And yeah, I know y'all see all my gray hairs, like it's ridiculous. This is before I did my color retouch. I'm still working on my color because I've been really kind of lazy. Yep. And that's what it looks like, guys. And I told you, get that pick, because that's best friend number 2 for a natural girl, okay? And so I kind of just shake the roots a little bit, trying not to disturb the curl that I have, because it's pretty defined and it's full already without separation. Okay, so if you guys have any other questions, please let me know below. And I will see you guys in the next video for my face tutorial for the eyes. And then I will also be bringing you guys my full face routine. See you guys later. Bye.